What do you got there, dude?
Oh, these two, man, I just got these two sticks in the shop. Both of them phenomenal.
Which one do you like better?
So get this, one of them is $8 and one of them is $30, and the $8 one is much better.
Dude, there's no way the $30 cigar has to be better.
No, it's the $8 one.
$30 cigar is better.
Well, I think the $8 one's gonna be better.
Let's put it to the test.
All right,
Let's do it. What's up, guys? Chris and Ben from Luxury Cigar Club here, and this is kind of episode 2 of our newest format here, right? We got the 3-camera deal going on, a little more elevated than me in a camera. And last week we took a look at some of the myths of cigar culture, plume versus mold, all that good stuff, right? So, and I referenced what we're gonna do this week, and so I've got a little challenge set up for you and I to go through, okay? So I have 2 cigars. So you got 2 cigars, I have 2 cigars. One of these cigars is affordable, and one of them is expensive. This is one of the myths we were talking about last time, right? Does price matter? Before we even get into this, what do you actually think? In your experience, is it worth spending more money for a cigar?
in my experience, there are some cases where it's definitely worth to pay more to get a better experience, more consistent and such, but there are some really, really good cigars that are priced.
Okay, so I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and after I say 3, we're both gonna name a cigar where we think it's worth it at the same time.
Okay.
Not this, I swear to God, this is not like a setup, right? I never said I was gonna do this.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3.
Byron.
Oh, you said Byron, I said Atabey.
I mean, I guess if you know us or if you know me, you kind of knew that's what the answer is going to be. And maybe this is
Atabey every day, sure. No, I can guarantee, I know Atabey intimately, you know Byron intimately. I would safely say these are neither.
I would agree with you that these are not that. And if it does say, I would be extremely surprised. One of the reasons that it's really worth the price for me is that I know exactly what I'm going to get. If I'm in the mood for something specific, I want to reach out and get it. And I know that I'm going to have a really consistent experience every time I do, with the flavors, with the construction, with everything.
Fair. No, I agree with you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start, and the first bit we're going to do is, can you tell if a cigar is expensive or cheap just on how it looks and smells without lighting it? All right. So just by looking at it. All right. So let's take a few minutes. Okay. Or not if we don't have a few, take a few seconds and go through these cigars. Okay. Is any like loose spots or tight spots in the actual roll of the cigar, right? And you know, whether you're spending $10 or $30 for a cigar, you want consistently packed cigars. You want consistently bunched cigars, because that can cause draw issues. And to me,
these are both really good.
Yeah, very good.
One thing I look at is the quality of the wrapper leaf, which is the most expensive part of the production of the cigar. And usually you'll see if it's been really processed in a very meticulous way, you'll see less veins, you will see perfect wrapper leaves. In this case, I can see that cigar A is a little more veiny.
Yep, it's a more rustic looking wrapper. It looks less refined, but that could be the type of wrapper it is, right?
I think the cheap one so far would be cigar A.
I think it's cigar A also.
You do?
Yeah. So now we
can. We're both.
we could both be wrong. All right, so we both say A is cheap right now. We agree.
Both say A is cheap.
But you know, I do notice there's some Lajero or some really dark tobacco in B, so now I'm second guessing myself. But let's get into these, right? What are you gonna smoke? Let's start with A.
You want to start with A together?
Yeah.
Okay, let's light A.
All right, man, so first light on A.
It's a strong cigar. Flavor is definitely good. Strong, nice retro.
Really strong retro. It's tasty. I don't know what it is. It's good. I don't recognize it.
I'm sure we'll recognize it at the end, but
we're gonna recognize it right away.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna light B. while that roasts there a little bit and see what I taste on it.
I'm gonna give this a few more puffs.
Just a pro tip, guys. Smoking multiple cigars at the same time will not give you the best experience, but we're doing this to see if we can tell the difference between an expensive and a cheap cigar.
The flavor of the cigar is not definitely an indicator of quality. There can be cigars that taste amazing, but they are lower quality, even short fillers some cases.
What we're trying to find out is, can you tell the difference when you smoke it? Because when I light this cigar, which we both, no, we thought was expensive.
No, B is expensive.
We both thought was cheap. And this is a great cigar so far in every aspect. It's flavorful, it's complex.
The burn is good. The flavors are definitely there. Very full bodied so far. I'm enjoying it.
B, let's get B lit.
I'm gonna use my punch again because I'm not an animal like Chris, and I don't have.
I have a cutter all the time, man. You're just a hater. Mm.
Much sweeter, just in the cold draw.
Dude, this is so hard. Cause this is a good cigar too. B is, so far it's good. It's smoother than A. We probably should have started with B, but how would we know that? Why don't you guys let us know in the comments while we're trying to figure this out. So far, what are your thoughts? You guys have seen the cigars and you've heard what we've said about the cigar so far. So tell us what you think down in the comments. So I'd be interested to see which of you are right.
So for our test, and again, our test is just, can we tell 8 from $30? The flavor is actually really throwing me off. A is much fuller. B is really up my alley as far as flavor notes are. It's much smoother, sweeter. I still think B is the winner, and we'll keep on going a little bit. The burn line is we're kind of losing the burn line on B, but we'll see if it corrects itself, and if not, we'll give it another
Smoking these two cigars, I'm a lot more stressed out about which one is the most expensive one, which one is the most affordable one, because they're both so far, right here we are, they're both so far delivering a pretty good experience. They don't taste the same, which is not what we're testing. We're trying to determine whether Ben and I can figure out if these cigars, just based on smoking them, nothing else, and looking at them, if they're good or if they're affordable or expensive. So
are you staying with B or are you switching to A?
I have both of them in my hands currently.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Which one's cheap or which one's affordable and which one's expensive?
I know that A is more your palate.
You think I like A better?
I think you like A better, but again, it's really a throw off because it's not what we're trying to determine here. So
I'll tell you what, this is where I'm at. I like the flavor on A in every aspect except for there's not enough sweetness on it. I like the sweetness on B, but I really like the draw on B. A feels a little tighter. Now that could be because of the gauge of the cigar, but it's not a huge difference. I'm gonna say B's the expensive cigar.
I'm gonna have to go.
So you think B is expensive?
I think B is more expensive. We're confusing ourselves with.
No, I think
A is great too, but I do think that it's a little.
I would smoke A all day long, but if we're just simply measuring by what we can see and taste, I'm gonna assign B the expensive title as well. Now this is gonna blow my mind a little bit if it's not. All right, should we figure it out? All right, you got a drum roll for me? A is the Tatuaje Havana 6 Nobles Robusto, and B is the Don Carlos Aniversarial Double Robusto. So B is the more expensive cigar. So B is the most expensive cigar here, but the A is really good.
It's really good,
Right?
Like different, but again, visually, if not for these little signs, the quality is up there. So if your palate, in my case, if it's after a hearty meal, I would definitely go with the Tatuaje. If it's an everyday cigar, of course, not every day.
Well, like, you're right. I like the Tatuaje. Like, I know these cigars, right? So when I think about it now, I actually like the Tatuaje more than the Don Carlos Aniversario, like, personally. But it's interesting to me. This is an experiment we've never done where we could sit down and say, like, look, I think this is actually the more expensive cigar just based on, like, flavor and the way it looks, not necessarily my preference.
Absolutely. And I think these were great for us because Sam knows that this is not a cigar that we smoke often. If it was a Byron or Atabey or a cigar that we are very familiar with, we would easily recognize it. In this case, it's a very high quality cigar that we both
That's crazy.
had to guess.
That's crazy. So, I mean, that's it. I'm going to keep smoking B. Yeah.
It'd be a waste, but I'll smoke A2 after lunch.
All right, man. Well, I think we're both shocked. B is the winner. We were right. Luck, maybe some skill. I don't know. But I want to know from you guys, did you like this? If you did, tell us below, because I think this would be something just for my own self to do again that would be actually really fun. Until then, guys, please make sure to give us a like, give us a follow, make sure to subscribe to us. And of course, check out luxurycigarclub.com for all the best cigars and the best Cigar of the Month Club. We love you very much, and we will see you next time.